man's on a mission.
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am Hunkface!
What's good, Tennos? Today's video is about the Quellor, one of the overpowered weapons in Warframe, but a lot of Tennos ignore this weapon. So today's video I will show you how to build it for level 1 to 9999 steel path enemies in Warframe, or known as level cap. But first, let me show you what this weapon capable of. Mamma mia!
Straight up madness, you know how we roll.
And boom, what a weapon! Hit the like button to support the channel on the algorithm, sub and turn the bell on for future videos. As always, before I build my weapons or my warframes, I rely on my method called DVS. This stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, what's the faction I'll be fighting, and understanding the weapon trait and reading wiki about it. V stands for how I proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor. We don't care about armor, but what we care about what comes with armor, which is the damage reduction. And by lowering armor, we lower the damage reduction to deal more damage. And also, as always, I don't use any Rivens in my builds, so I save your platinum, and I prove that weapons can go to level cap without the need of one. Also, I use revenant, so I don't boost the weapon in any way. So if you take a warframe without boosters like Eclipse, Zeta Whisper, Roar, Vex Fury, whatever it is, okay, you perform the same way. But if you take it with a boosting frame, you perform even better. You get the point. Now, first thing you need to know is how to get the Quellor. Very simple. Either you get it with platinum, but never do that, or you get the blueprint from the invading Grenier galleons during railjack missions. Really easy and simple to get. And of course, Tennos, every mod and arcane used in today's video, you can go to the codex, you hover over it, and you'll see where you can get it right here. And the arcanes, the same thing, okay? You click on the arcane and the game shows you where to get them, so don't get confused and lost. Also, you need to know that the Quellor has two fire modes. The normal one, you just like click and you're hitting, right? So easy. The other one, the button in the mouse wheel, like you're performing a heavy attack or detonating a glaive, okay? There you go, charging, but the charge you can't hold it, so you have to aim and charge and hit, and a lot of Tennos doesn't know about this. Before we move any further, if you don't like my methods on how I proc viral or armor strip enemies, it's okay. You can check this sheet right here. It can help you maneuver around my methods to find your own style. As in Warframe, you can do the same thing in many different ways, but the results are the same. So, the two emerald archon shards will push the stacks of corrosive from 10 to 14, so you can armor strip enemies with any source of corrosive except your companion. Cannot exceed 10 stacks. In our case, I'll be running Tempest Barrage. Tempest Barrage is Hydroid subsumable helminth ability. It will rain corrosive stacks. The other archon shards doesn't really matter, but I want to have the viral as well from Tempest Barrage. That's why I'll be running the viral Tempest. Now, maybe in your Warframe that you will be using, you can't put Tempest Barrage and Viral Tempest. It's okay, not a big deal. Use Panzer Profiler for Viral, use any Sentient for Viral, use Uniro to Armor Strip, the list goes on and on and on and on. Okay? So just move around the things. It's not really complicated to understand. Worthy Camaraderie squad receives 75% weak point critical chance, Arcane Declaration for Fire Rate, Arcane Rage for damage. Now, Arcane Acceleration is the one you want to replace because in your Warframe probably you want mold augmented, you are using something else, I don't know. Arcane Acceleration is what you want to replace if your frame requires so. Or Arcane Energize, for example. And now for the Quellor Build. Unique trait. Alternate fire charges short range cold blast capable of piercing enemies. As you know, the cold is really good because it increases your critical damage against the target, especially when they're frozen. Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot on kill or multi-shot. Primed Bane of Orichin is multiplicative damage mode against the faction you're fighting. You want to replace this mode, depends on the faction you are fighting. Galvanized Aptitude for statue chance on kill, 40% direct damage per statue type affecting the target. And what makes Galvanized Aptitude very powerful on this weapon, it's multiplicative on alt fire. That's what makes this mod really important to have in here. Critical delay for critical chance and minus fire rate. Primary acuity, the mod from 1999 to increase 350% weak point damage, headshot or other weak points. 350% weak point, critical chance, and multi-shot cannot be modified. We don't need multi-shot at all. Vital sense for critical damage, thermite round for heat, and serration for damage. Primary rifle ammo mutation for converting ammo, primary deadhead for damage, and headshot multiplier and minus weapon recoil. Now, first thing first, the replacement that you may want to do. First, you can use, instead of serration, hand termination, 30% chance to apply slash on critical. But I don't really prefer hand termination for this weapon. What I prefer is eternal bleeding, because we'll be using the alt fire, as alt fire has a forced impact proc, so eternal bleeding is the best in slot for a very, very powerful slash procs. But honestly, I'm just going like boom, one slap, boom, dead enemies. There is no maybe and stuff like that. But if you don't have, or you don't like to use faction mods, serration in here, and then eternal bleeding in here, and you'll be good to go. That's your build. Okay, simple as that. Now, of course, you as a new Tenno, probably you'll see the mods and you say, whoa, 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 what is this? Like, okay, this is galvanized mods. Okay, you get them from arbitration, and doing arbitration you get the Vitus Essence. You trade them on Arbiters of Haxis in any relay, but don't worry about that. Every mod you see right here, it has an equal to the normal. For example, galvanized chamber, you get the chamber right here, split chamber. So you'll equip this one until you get this one, and this one is easy for you to have access to. All right, because I have 40 here. If I have 40, means it's easy to get. Now, primed Bane of Orichin, as any other primed one, there is the normal one: Bane of Corpus, Bane of Murmur, Bane of Infested, etc., etc., until you get the primed one. Okay. Galvanized Aptitude, if you don't have that, you can just use the normal one that you use. Where it is? Here it is. Rifle Aptitude for statue chance. You max it out and you'll be good to go. It will not cost you much, really. It's just like 620 Indo. That's not a big deal, right? Now, critical delay, easy to get. If you don't have it, it's alright. You can use, where is the point strike? Boom, case closed. And primary equity is 1999 mod, not so hard to get as well, and the rest here is not hard. Primary rifle ammo mutation, if you don't have it, really easy. You can use the normal rifle ammo mutation or vigilante supplies, and it will give you enhance on critical hits from primary weapons. That's totally up to you which one you want to go for. Primary deadhead is really easy to get. There you go, deadhead. I have 709, so it means it's very common. Arcane, it's not really hard to get. Okay, the weapon is modded for blast, so when we hit the enemies, boom, bada bim, they are down. Because blast gets blasty. When blast deals 30% of base damage after 1.5 seconds, and the damage is so big, we're talking millions, as an explosion at 10 stacks, or on death, we are killing them. They are not going to reach 10 stacks, okay? Deal their damage simultaneously to enemies within 5 meters while staggering them. Means if you deal 40 million, the blast will deal 30% of the base damage that you dealt, and boom, goes chain reaction in the 5 meter right there, which makes it really, really deadly, as we're having the violent and corrosive from our Tempest Barrage. And now you'll be probably asking, Hank, you know, there is overguard and this, we need magnetic, right? We need something to take down the overguard. Now, not always. You use magnetic on weapons, for example, they're a little bit weak on DPS and stuff like that, but guys like Quellor, they don't joke around. They slap him and slap the overguard and slap his existence. There is no worry. Now, let's talk about Rivens. If you have a Riven with CC, CD, multi-shot, negative zoom, serration is what you want to replace. CC, CD, damage, negative zoom, serration what you want to replace. CC, CD, faction, multiplicative, primed of Orichin. Heat, you replace thermite round. And so on and so on. Let me know in the comments below what's your Riven, so I can help you place it in here. And now for the companion, it's really easy. I'm going to be using Nautilus Prime. Nautilus Prime to pull the enemies, but remember, when you use Nautilus, when he pulls the enemies, they have like that shake and jump that may make it a bit hard for you to actually, let's say, hit a headshot. So think carefully. And remember, organizing your sentient mods is very important. For example, when I go from top left to top right, in the meaning I want my sentient to cast Cordon first, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So Cordon to pull enemies, duplex for the clones, assault to attack, vacuum for the root, manifold for more Cordon, calculate direction for shield, armor, health, and the reinforced bond for 60% fire rate if your sentient passes 1200 shield or over shield, tenacious bond for 120% critical damage or 1.2 if you're going to calculate, but it requires that your sentient weapon have 50% or more critical chance. Verglass Prime requires Riven, otherwise use the Volcloak, the Burst Prime Laser Rifle, or the Burst Laser Prime, and you can check in all the Volcloak, and you can check what's up in there, and you'll be fine. Alright, we're gonna go Viral, Heat, and this is the build. The Riven doesn't have to be the same, you can just go for critical chance, and you'll be good to go. Verglass is the best sentient weapon in the game when it comes to damage dealing and so on and so on. That's why I love using it. And now let's test the weapon in Simulacrum against level 225 heavy corrupted gunners and pay close attention so you understand how important viral and armor strip is. So this guy being primed with my sentient. So I'll hit this guy, as you can see, boom, around 300 with my alt fire, and the normal fire not that good, but it's good. It's alright to use it on the normal like low to mid game. You'll be fine. Nothing wrong with that, okay? But this build is about the alt fire, so you have to use only the alt fire if you want to succeed with this build. Okay, so let's go now. Just alt firing the enemies to understand the damage we are doing. Boom, 1 million by 700. Now you'd say, well, that's not really crazy. Land headshots, okay? Alright, so now if we apply a viral from our sentient, like so, and you can see it scaled to 41 million. 41 million, from 1 million to 41 million. Now, if we go full DPS with our Tempest Barrage, and they are armor strip, and boom, that's 115 million, and that's 115 million, and you're good to go. Now you'd say, oh, hang, maybe just Revenant. Yeah, I know. A lot of Tennos have doubts. So let's use Excalibur as an example, right? I'll be using Nourish for Viral, and my Epitaph with Corrosive, and we'll be good. Okay, so I'm just doing like so. There you go, 10, 9, 8. I mean, he gonna die before even I... He died before even I hit him. Let's see this guy. 4 stacks only, 103. That's like 4 stacks only of viral. So I hope like you start getting like the point here of what we're doing. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, this one is cooked. Whoa. Like we're doing so much damage to them. 8 million. Reloading. Boom, 97 million. And so on. So you get the point. So even if you don't want that, it's okay. You can try it in different ways. So we're gonna let our sentient like hit one target for viral, and then what we're gonna do is we armor strip it. That was so hard. Boom, 77 million. Okay, boom, 115 million. So like that's exactly what I was saying earlier when I said you can do things in different ways, but the results is the same. So you see now you don't have to use Tempest Barrage, you can use Uniro with Nourish, you can move around. So that's my point and it's proven. Okay, Hank, what if I want to boost it with Mirage? Yeah, sure thing, here we go. Use our Eclipse, we're good to go. Now our Nautilus will proc better for us. Let's strip this guy and shkaboom. Let's go, do this guy, let's go. This guy is stripped and reload. So give it a second, boys. Give it a second to reload. Hit this guy. Boom. 676 million. And then you get the blast to get blasty. And then the stuff gets serious in there. Let's go. Give us something with viral. Boom. 564 million. One-shotting them. Like, they're grouped with cordon. And then you just, like, one-shot them because blast will hit the percentage of what you hit to the other ones. Boom. That one is dead. Boom. 871 million. 871 million. Okay. Let's do like this really quick. Boom. 500 million. Come on, Nautilus. Need more viral, baby. Boom. 871 million. I mean, in one shot, like, pretty much you can calculate it correctly. That's like, it has a lot of damage in there. And of course, you can use Roar, you can use Zata Whisper, you can go with Chroma, and you can experiment with this, really. It's not written on a stone. Alright. Boom, 300 millions. Yeah, boom. I hope you get the point. What if we want to hit damage cap? It's really simple. What we want to do is, like, we do the same thing. We prime those enemies really good. We prime them cook. And then we just, like, armor strip. They are totally frozen. And there you go. And that's damage cap, just with Mirage. In the end, I would give this weapon 10 out of 10 for single targets. 6 out of 10 for AoE, and 10 out of 10 if you have an ability to group in enemies like Cordon, Pool, Larva, I don't care. Something like that will be 10 out of 10 as well. It's a must-have, really good weapon, and I'm sure you will enjoy experimenting with it. I want to say I really appreciate and I'm very thankful for everyone's support on the channel in any way. By hitting like, subbing, commenting, follow me on Twitch, TikTok, X, joining my Discord in the description, and special thanks to all the members. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support, especially VIPs as well, the Undisputed Donator, and all the donators. Guys, you are amazing. Thank you so much. I have no words to describe how thankful I am for your support and all my community. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.